Yes guys, so welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a full day of eating and we have changed phases, so we're now in an improvement phase. The goal is very much to build muscle, and to grow. So we're expecting to see training performance, pick up a little bit more efficiently, recovery to be better, and just get stuck into it. Obviously I've been at a lot of bodybuilding shows this year. I've seen the natural standard, it's crazy, and it's very clear what work needs to be done. So yeah, it's time to grow. So I'm going to run you through a full days of eating. I'm actually training after 2 meals today, so I always slightly adjust the diet plan depending on when I'm training, just to make it fit. And meal number 1, so we've got 3 whole eggs, we've got 50 grams of peppers, 50 grams of tomatoes, 50 grams of mushrooms, and 125 grams of microwave rice. So that comes to 433 calories, 25 grams of protein, 41 grams of carbs, and 19 grams of fat. So to make sure that we're recovering, that we're fueling our body correctly, we're not obviously make sure we're hitting a good macronutrient target profile, and also, getting a diet really dense in micronutrients. So just breaking down a little bit here. 3 whole eggs, which is, a whole complete protein, and also some healthy fats in there. We've got 150 grams of different kinds of veg, which is again good for micronutrients, and then just rice, which is just easily digesting, to get some carbs in, ready for the upcoming training. Sometimes this meal isn't number 1 of the day, sometimes it'll be number 4 or 5. And when it is that, I'll sometimes switch the eggs for salmon, which again, just a nice protein source with some, with some healthy fats. I think it's really important to be able to have easy swaps and easy variation to, fit your goals and your day. So if you're out on the go, sometimes something's more convenient than others, or you may just fancy something different. So I'm going to be giving you different options that you can have for each of the meals throughout the day, and just taking you through what we're eating and why. Yes guys, so meal number 2 going in, which is actually my pre-workout meal. Nice and simple. So we have got 250 grams of basmati rice, 150 grams of chicken breast weighed raw, and 100 grams of beetroot. So again, white rice, basmati rice, for me it's the most easily digestible carb basically out there, and it goes with obviously a lot of foods, that's why I'm having that. Chicken breast, just a stable protein source. It is just a typical pro bodybuilding meal, and in all honesty, and I actually went off chicken breast for a long time, but I just got back in at the moment. So just, chicken breast high in protein basically, a lean protein source. And then we've got beetroot in as well pre-workout, and the reason we're doing that is, again, veg's got a good amount of micronutrients, but it also contains nitrates, which basically can help with blood flow. So it actually vasodilates your blood vessels, and has been some link to show that it can actually aid with performance, because as you know, obviously blood flow is a big part of training, and it may actually help with pumps, and if you're getting a better pump, you may feel the muscle better. So there is some crossover there. So the total calories for that meal: 560 calories, 42 grams of protein, 82 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fat. So I'm going to get this in. We're having this around 90 minutes pre-training, because we've actually got some intra-workout going in as well, and I may actually add a banana in there, so I'll show that if I do. Intra-workout, we have got 30 grams of Vitargo going in, which is an intra-workout carbohydrate. That's basically going to keep our glycogen storage replenished, so we're not going to have as many energy drop-offs or dips during training. People that are very high calorie, this can be really beneficial for. Not my calories are super high, but I want to make sure I'm getting the most out of the food that I'm eating, and training performance is number 1. So I'm not going to lie, my sessions can go on for quite a while, sometimes up to 2 hours. Not that I'm saying that's the best thing ever, I just take my time in there. So, having almost an extra meal going in during that time that's easily digestible, and actually has some electrolytes in it as well, which is good. It's just basically going to keep my performance up and as good as possible. So 30 grams of that going in, that just goes into the drink. So I'm going to make that now and make a pre-workout and basically head to the gym in a minute. But guys, I've got to say, I'm not the biggest pre-workout guy anymore. I often just have a coffee, but today we are actually going to take a pre-workout. We're going to do a mixture of pump and a mixture of stim. We've got gold standard pre-workout going in. The reason I like this one is just because it's pretty low stim, but it has just got a pretty decent profile. It's pretty cheap. So 175 milligrams of caffeine going in, which is a pretty moderate dose, which works well. And then just a caffeine-free pump, just to get some citrulline in, which again is good for blood flow. So last thing I've got going in is actually just some aminos. There might be, I think the EAAs, not BCAAs. Guys, I wouldn't get caught up on it. I wouldn't really be worrying about it. The only reason I've got them is I like drinking something that actually has a bit of flavour to it. So I'm just putting that in my drink for what I'm going to have during training. But if you're on a budget, don't waste your money on it. You know, the science behind it isn't amazing. To be honest, there is a time and a place where it might have a small benefit, but it's minuscule. I managed to get a tub for a pretty cheap price, so I thought I'd treat myself. So we've got some EAs going in. JP EAAs, fizzy cola bottles, pretty average taste, won't lie. We are back from the gym. What a session that was with Josh, client Josh. He's looking unreal. Really good session. Captured a few bits, so it's time to get our post-workout meal in. And we have got 80 grams of oats, which I pre-made yesterday. I basically put 80 grams of oats in there, 500 to 600 ml of water, and then I let it cool down. I basically stick it in the fridge and I let it go hard. And I really like it like this way. And then we got 40 grams of whey, which I basically make with some coconut milk, and I make it into like a paste, like you can see. Absolutely delicious when you use some good flavors, protein like before. I think we've got chocolate peanut butter here, and I literally am just gonna put this all over the oats and literally eat it like that, and I'm telling you, it's absolutely outstanding. But honestly guys, this literally tastes like a dessert to me. And I get to eat it every damn day. Macros, calories, 461 calories, 39 protein, 61 carb, 8 fat. Nice post-workout meal. Feels like I'm having a dessert. Good macros, bosh. Yes guys, so we are back and we're eating the same meal again, okay? I usually actually have a different meal and end up having oats again after. But I'm actually headed out and it's gonna be easier just to carry my next meal with me rather than carry oats with me. So we're gonna eat oats 2 meals in a row, but that's all right because they're absolutely delicious. So this is pretty much the same as last, 80 grams of oats. But I'm actually having 30 grams of whey in this one and 20 grams of peanut butter powder, which I mix with the whey, and it just makes like an unbelievably nice tasting paste. But I only just made these oats, so a little bit more runny than usual. But it's all right. There it is, the massive bowl. I'm just gonna demolish this, and then I'm actually heading out, like I said, so it's just easier to take Tupperware box rather than trying to put oats in Tupperware. It never ends up tasting as nice. So yeah, this meal, 483 calories, 41 grams of protein, 66 carb, 8 fat. Time to smash it out. Yes guys, so we are on to meal number 5. That was meant to be meal number 4. So we've got 150 grams of 5% beef mince, 200 grams of mixed veg, 300 grams of sweet potato. So 150 grams of beef mince, obviously some kind of red meat, very dense in micronutrients, more dense than, you know, typically white, like white meat, like chicken or turkey, typically doesn't have quite as much in it. Mixed veg, obviously again, as many different colours as veg as possible, going to cover a wide profile of micronutrients. And then sweet potato, plenty of goodness in that, and it's nice to have another form of carbohydrate rather than just like rice, like a typical bodybuilder. Sweet potato is loaded in potassium as well, which can really help with pumps. You know, if you're not having enough potassium, most people don't have enough sodium, to be honest, but sodium and potassium work together to basically pull water in and out of cells, which is a big part of, you know, getting a good pump and training. So this meal comes to 475 calories, 39 protein, 64 carbs, 8 grams of fat. Just in the car right now. Just got it all mashed together because it's easy to eat, and it was just easier to put this in the Tupperware and take with me. So this is my second to last meal. I'm gonna get this down, and then when I get home, it'll just be one last thing, which I will show you. Back home, finishing off the last meal right here. A little bit later than usual, just coming up to 8 o'clock. But we have got yogurt, and I'm gonna load it up. 250 grams of 0% fake yogurt. And we've got 150 grams of mixed berries. They're actually frozen berries, so almost goes like frozen yogurt, which I like. And this is just a perfect meal pre-bed. We've got the different kinds of fruit, mixed berries. You've got like 5 different types of berries. So we're getting a wide profile of different berries, which again, all cover different micronutrients. So for the total intake of the day, we're gonna have over 500 grams of veg and nearly 500 grams of fruit. And you know, that is really, that's the actual recommendation, right? That's why they say 5 a day. And obviously yogurt, prebiotic, so it's good for the gut. And you know, it's good to have that before bed, and it set you up for success the next day. I've also got 1 kiwi to go in, 75 grams of kiwi, which I'll have in a minute. And I just have that pre-bed now because there has been some data to show that it can actually help improve your sleep quality. So why not just have it before bed? So yeah, that brings the total calories of the whole day to 2,860, 214 grams of protein, 399 grams of carbs, and 51 grams of fat. And I'm gonna just put on display some of the micronutrient profiles. So literally covering pretty much everything. You know, there's a few tiny gaps, but there's actually a few supplements I have that aren't on chronometer, and if I implemented them, I don't think there's any gaps in my diet. I'm literally hitting everything pretty much spot on. So that is a very quick full day of eating. I appreciate you guys jumping in and watching. If you are struggling with your nutrition and you know you need some accountability, you need some guidance to achieve your goal, please see the links in the description, get in touch, and I'll help you get on track to achieve your goal.